What's up, and welcome to How to Minecraft. Now, I don't think I'm really the most qualified person to be making this video, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, so you first spawn into your world, and 9 times out of 10 you will spawn around a bunch of trees. Now, once you spawn around the trees, first thing you want to do is break down at least 2. Now, after you have broke down at least 2 trees, I mean, you can really break down how many ever you want to. You want to make some sticks, make a little bit more than 4, depending on how much wood you have, and then you want to make you a crafting table, and then you want to make you only a wooden pickaxe, because like there's no use of making all wooden tools because you're just going to get cobblestone in a second. Next, you would usually want to pick up your crafting table, but there's cobblestone just right over here. So if there is cobblestone near you, just go over and mine it. But if there ain't, just dig down a couple blocks. Dig in a stairway direction like this, because digging straight down is never good. But yeah, you just want to get you at least 20 or 30 pieces of cobblestone. Okay, now I just got the cobblestone, and there's this sheep right here. So you want to murk this poor sheep, because you need wool for a bed and plus food. So if you happen to see any animals like sheep, cows, or pigs, especially sheep, murk them because you need 3 pieces of wool for a bed. But now that you have got your cobblestone, you want to quickly make you a pickaxe, a sword, and an axe. And you also want to make you a furnace for cooking some food and stuff like that. If you do not, oh, there's a sheep over there. Let's go murk this sheep. Come on, sheep. Come here, sheep. But anyways, if you do not have any coal, or you do not have any just anything to cook with, you can use wood. Any wood item will work to cook you some food if you are getting hungry, especially if you just have some spare, so you can use that to cook you some food. Okay, now after you have murked some sheep and you at least got 3 pieces of wool, you can do this crafting recipe and get you a bed. Now that you got you a bed, you can set out, and yeah, we can get ready to make our starter house. So I have decided to set up base here, and what I'm quickly gonna go do is, and if you want to do this as well, you can go gather up some wood and some cobblestone, and yeah, we can make our starter house. But if it does start to become nighttime, you would want to quickly get back to your bed and sleep, because we could probably survive the night, but especially if you're new, you probably won't survive. And there we go. We have our first little starter house. Now, if you do see some sand over anywhere near you, you can go gather up a little bit of that, and you can have windows. And I would like to mention, if you do see any of this sugar cane sitting around anywhere, I would recommend gathering it up, because it will come in handy. It will come very in. It's important later. Words. Now, for storage, you can either make a regular chest, or barrels. I'm gonna make barrels just for the particular house build that I went with, but if you do want to make chests and you do not know how to make them, you make them just like that. So yeah. And yeah, if you do end up making this house, I do recommend putting the barrels like on top of the roof, just so they're out of your way, and you know, it's really just the best place to put them, and then you can empty some of your inventory out in there, and yeah, have a better inventory. Okay, so we've got our starter house, we got good food, and now it's time to go mining. So I do recommend bringing some extra pickaxes and some wood with you, and a good amount of food. 6 steak will be fine. But yeah, you want to go looking around for a cave, but just so happen where we set up there is a nice little cave. So now we just want to get down there. Yeah, so now we're down here and the zombie is coming to greet us, but no worries, we can just murk the zombie. Now there's 2 things that we're looking for as when we first go mining, and that is coal and iron. That is the first 2 main things you want to get. And I hear a spider. I wonder where he's at. Hopefully he don't come up behind me. But over there you can see there's some coal, and we want to quickly try to get that. And I forgot to mention, but I would recommend bringing some building blocks, because they will come very in handy, but it's fine. We'll do fine with no building blocks, but you want to quickly gather up some coal when you find it and make some torches. Now that you gather up your coal, you just want to take some of the wood you brung and turn them into sticks and make you some torches, just so you could put down to sea, because these torches are like one of the best things in Minecraft. And right there you can see there's some iron, but it's like hanging over a cliff and it's not easy to get to. So you want to kind of try to survive and not go too deep in the cave just yet, and find some iron on the surface. Oh, as an example, I literally just went down here, and yeah, there's some iron. So you want to gather up the iron, and we got a good vein, and there's some water to greet us. Let's try to swim up here. Oh, this is like a whole water thing. Yeah, we do not want to go there. But yeah, we got us a little bit of iron, not too much, but you would at least like to get, I think it's 24, but yeah, 24 will be the best to get you some armor and maybe a pickaxe and a sword. But yeah, just try to get as much iron as you can. Now that you've been mining and you got you a good amount of iron and a good amount of coal, then again, I recommend do not go too deep into a cave, especially a cave like that. If you're starting out, try to find a bit of a smaller one that may have some iron on the surface, and so you don't get too deep and can't find your way out. But yeah, now you just want to smelt your iron and make you some armor and some iron tools. Now we are pretty good kitted up, and now we just need a good source of food. So you can keep murking cows and sheep and pigs if you want to, but you can also make you a wheat farm, which I do recommend, but murking cows is still a good source of food that I would recommend still doing. Now for a farm, you are going to want to build a hole. I forgot to mention that you might want to save a bit of iron for a bucket, because you will need some water. But if you do not want to use iron for a bucket, then you can go over there to like your nearest pool of water and place some strips of dirt. But I am going to do mine near my house. Okay, now that you have took your hole that you made and tilled the grass, then you want to get you some seeds. And how you get seeds, oh yeah, and put your water in, I forgot to mention that. But you want to get seeds. Now how you get seeds is by breaking this little grass right here. Any grass like this, it doesn't matter if it's tall or short like this, it's a chance. It doesn't always drop it, but it will drop some seeds, and you just want to go around breaking this until you get a good amount of seeds. Now once you've got your seeds and you've planted your seeds, I would recommend putting some fences around it, just so nothing gets on it. And you want to make you a fence gate as well, because like I said, you don't want nothing on it, but you also want to be able to enter it. Now, this isn't the nicest wheat farm. This wasn't really a tutorial on how to make a nice wheat farm. This is just to get yourself started. So yeah, this is your wheat farm, and now we can move on to the next step. So usually the next step would be finding diamonds. So you've gotten kitted up, you've got yourself an iron axe. Now all you want to do is find diamonds. Now you can either go in a cave or you can go strip mining. I recommend going strip mining. It's my personal preference. Now what you want to do is you want to just do a little staircase down all the way to level negative 58. And what you want to do is you just want to keep digging for a little bit. Now I do recommend bringing some cobblestone pickaxes just to mine the regular blocks. I said box. Blocks, but if you do come across anything like redstone, gold, or diamonds, make sure to mine with your iron pickaxe. Now eventually, after you mine a good strip, as you can see, I mined just a little bit, and then just over here I found diamonds. So you can go ahead and mine them up with your iron pickaxe, and you got you some diamonds. But you want to keep going, and I recommend making a tunnel just until after a cobblestone pickaxe breaks. And after you mine out until a cobblestone pickaxe breaks, you can stop, and then you can start doing a trick where you go out 2 blocks and then you mine this way. And I would do a line until about either a half cobblestone pickaxe or a whole cobblestone pickaxe. And once you do that, just go over to again and start mining out this way. And yeah, you can just keep going on this side and on the other side, or just keep going forward, or you can make a whole nother thing and do that. What am I even saying anymore? Now that you've got your diamonds, depending on how long you stayed down there and how many you got, you can make just about anything you want out of diamonds. You want to make you a diamond pickaxe, you want to make you a diamond sword, you want to make you a diamond axe and stuff like that. And then you wanna at least have 2 diamonds put off spare, just depending on how many you have. Like if you have 64 diamonds and you stay down there for a minute, then you should just be rolling in diamonds. But you also want to make you some diamond armor as well. Okay, so the reason why I said you want to keep 2 diamonds off spare is because we want an enchanting table. Now for an enchanting table, words. You need obsidian, and also for another step, which is going to the nether, you want obsidian as well to make a nether portal. So yeah, on to get obsidian. So to get obsidian, it's simple enough. You want to just go to your nearest cave and make sure it goes deep. Bring you some water, bring some food, and bring wood, all the essentials. Bring some torches, and then you just want to go deep into your cave, and you want to find you some lava. Once you found you some lava, you want to come up to the lava, and then wow. Once you come up to the lava, you want to do that, and then yeah, you got you some obsidian. Water turns lava into obsidian. Wow. Anyways, after you've done that, you want to carefully mine the obsidian, because as you see right here, it could be under some more lava. So be careful and when you're mining it, and yeah. And I would also like to mention, you do not have to look for lava pools underground. It's rare, but lava pools do spawn above ground. But yeah, once you've got you about, I'd recommend at least 15 pieces of obsidian, we can now make us a nether portal and an enchanting table. But we cannot make the enchanting table yet, because we need paper and leather to make a book. So I don't know if you remember, but a little bit earlier in the video, I said gather sugarcane, and now you need the sugarcane for paper. So if you did end up gathering some sugarcane, then lucky you, because you should have enough to make 1 book, which is all you need for an enchanting table. But you do need books to surround the enchanting table. So yeah, it's pretty yeah, you do need a lot of sugarcane. So you could either put sand or dirt next to water and grow your sugarcane like that, or you can just find a body of water and put some sugarcane down for it to be growing, because you are going to need a lot of sugarcane. But for now, let's just say that we got a good enough sugarcane for one book to just start with our crafting table. For also a book, you need leather. Leather is pretty simple to get. You can merc horses, or you can merc cows. Cows is a way better source of leather than horses are, so go around and merc you a lot of cows, and if you're evil like me, horses as well. This is how you make a book. Now you can make your book, and then now you can make your enchanting table. So an enchanting table is made just like this, and boom, we have an enchanting table. So you just want to put your enchanting table up for now, because first off, we don't got a room for it, and second off, it's going to take you a minute to be able to get all the sugarcane and the leather for it. So for now, let's just move on to going to the nether. Well, we have the obsidian and we can make the portal, but we can't light the portal. So yeah, we need something to light the portal. Now, I do not recommend wasting obsidian on these edges. Just put something else in their place. You don't really need them. But to light the portal, we need a flint and steel. So the first thing we need is a piece of iron. That's simple. Next thing we need is gravel. You can find that just by strip mining or going into a cave. Once you get gravel, you really only need one piece, so you just want to sit here and constantly break the gravel until you get a piece of flint and steel. I mean, not flint and steel. Once you get flint, and then once you get flint, you can make a flint and steel. So we can now light our nether portal. And if you guys watch my Let's Play series, you guys will know that the nether is my arch nemesis. Like, I absolutely despise the nether. Now, when you're going into the nether, what do you need? Now, I do recommend getting at least a stack of some type of building block. It could be dirt, it could be cobblestone, it doesn't really matter. Just, I wouldn't recommend wood, because wood catches on fire, but if that's all you have, I mean, dirt's literally right there, just mine it. At least diamond armor, iron armor will work, a shield, maybe an extra shield, and yeah, we can now go into the nether. At least that's what I thought. I forgot to mention, I don't know how I forgot. Gold. You want to have gold. I recommend you better have gold. You go strip mining, go to -16 to 17 and keep strip mining until you get gold, and make sure you get a good amount of it. Okay, now that you got your gold, saying you did go and mine it, at least 4 pieces. I do urge you to at least get 4 pieces to make you some golden boots. Now, reason why you would like to have golden boots is because there's a great thing called piglins. And piglins, if you are not wearing gold, they will come for you and they will murk you, and you cannot do nothing about it. Now, when you get in the portal, you want to crouch out just in case you spawned in some type of somehow on the edge. And I would just like to say, look at where I spawned. This is probably one of the worst spawns you could ever get. Like, what even is this? As you guys know in my Minecraft Let's Play series, if you have watched it, I spawned right in a bastion, and I died instantly because at the time I didn't know you had to wear gold. But look at this. Hopefully you guys would get a better spawn. If you don't, honestly, just quit the world. I'm being dead honest. If you could have spawned in the nether like this, either just keep that world for building or quit the world and get a better spawn or something. But anyways, just for the video, we'll mine out and yeah, see where we actually are. Okay, so I mined just straight down and I got out. I literally spawned like somewhere up there. But luckily, as soon as I mined down, I didn't really get into no lava pools. There's another fortress over right there. So you just want to bridge over and yeah, go to the nether fortress. Now that you're in the nether fortress, there's a couple things you got to look out for. you gotta look out for blazes, wither skeletons, and watch out for zombie pigmen, because zombie pigmen, if you hit them, they will come for you and come for you and come for you until they murk you. So yeah, you just want to kill you some blazes. You want to kind of stay back. If you do get trapped in a corridor, then you just want to build like 3 up like this, because wither skeletons cannot get you if you do that. Oh yeah, and skeletons. I forgot about skeletons. But yeah, you kind of just want to try to stay safe. Bring a lot of food. I forgot to mention that. Bring at least 30 a stack of food, of bread or something, or steak. I recommend steak or pork chops if I'm being honest. And then you want to get you at least 11 or 12 blaze rods just to be safe. And then yeah, you just want to kind of explore the nether fortress. Make sure to place down some blocks behind you, or block off things that lead into nowhere, and yeah, as you search it, there is a really good chance that another fortress you find will not have the little section with the nether warts. But if you do happen to come across that section, you would like to mine up the nether warts for potions. And yeah, get the soul sand that is under it as well. If you do happen to come across it, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to try to see if this nether fortress has one and show you what I'm talking about. And also, there's these little chests. Now, I recommend breaking the chest so you don't try to open the chest again, but you will come across chests like that, and they can have diamonds in them, horse armor, gold, pretty sure even armor as well. Oh, and speaking of the nether wart section, here it is. It's just a little spot like this. You want to gather up the nether wart and the soul sand, and yeah. And once you got your blaze rods, then we can finally leave this place. This place absolutely sucks. Okay, now that we're out of the nether and we got our blaze rods, we can now go on to a lesson about brewing. First off, how to get or make a brewing stand. This is how you make a brewing stand, and a way you can get a brewing stand is by a village. You can just search around your world, find a village, and in the church, in the big cobblestone church, there's usually always a brewing stand. And yeah, now on to how to brew. I'm not the best at it, but I can teach you what I know. So, to start off with, you want to firstly make you like a little nether wart farm, and you can do that just by putting some soul sand down and putting the nether wart on top of it, and it will grow, and you can replant it, and it'll grow, and you can replant it. Now, first off, the basis of making any potion, it's an awkward potion. You want to make a water bottle, and you want to make blaze powder, and you make blaze powder by just putting one blaze rod, and it makes blaze powder. Now, once you do that, you want to put this there, and then you want to put the water bottle there, and then you want to put the nether wart there. And once it gets done brewing, once this arrow gets down there, it will make this into an awkward potion. Now, once you got you an awkward potion, you just want to put it back in there, and you can make it into a say fire resistance by putting magma cream in there, and once that gets done brewing, it will turn it into fire resistant. Now, once you got your fire resistance, if you put gunpowder in there, it turns it into a splash potion. But if you put redstone in it, another thing, if you turn it into a splash potion by putting gunpowder in it, it will knock off the time. So you see this one's 3 minutes, and when you make it into a splash potion, it turns it to 2:15. But when you put redstone in it, it makes it from like 3 minutes to 8 minutes. So it increases the time. And if you take something like a gas tier, and put it into an awkward potion, it will make a potion of regeneration. One more thing on brewing, because this ain't really a brewing video, this is how to Minecraft, which brewing is kind of like how to Minecraft, but this is more like how to beat Minecraft. This is a spider eye. This is a spider eye. No duh. The spider eye will turn an awkward potion into a poison potion. On to the next step of this, and that is ender pearls. Now, there's 2 ways you can get ender pearls. One way is just waiting for nighttime and going around and killing endermen. Make sure to hit the endermen around the feet. I'm pretty sure they won't teleport if you hit them on their feet because you're taking out their knees. And then the other way is piglins. Piglins in the nether, and you can trade gold with them. Okay, so you've killed your enderman, and you've either traded with or done both, or killed enderman and traded with piglins, either one that you did or both. Yeah, you've got your ender pearls, and now let's just assume that you have been working on getting your books for your enchanting table, and yeah, you got enough books finally. You've been working for a minute, and you just want to surround your enchanting table with these bookshelves. Okay, now that you got your lapis, you put your lapis in there, and you put anything you want there, your sword, your chest plate, any piece of your armor, whatever, your pickaxe, and if you do decide to go for level 30, then you can pick that. And I got fire aspect 2 and sharpness 4, and then you can put our chest plate in there, and we got protection 3 and thorns 2. So we did do the enchanting, but how do we get XP? Now there's a couple ways you can get XP. First, you can go mining and try to find a dungeon thing, and it'll have a spawner in there, and you can turn it into an XP farm just with some water and making the mobs like come towards you with the water, and then or you can build a mob trap, and that's where you build up like 20 blocks or something like that, and then you make a big room, and it's like a big dark room, and mobs will drop down. You gotta have some water in there too, like you want to have little sections with water, and then little sections where they can spawn, and the mobs will drop down and you can kill them. That's a good way to get XP. Going in the nether and mining nether quartz is another good way to get XP. Just killing things is another way to get good XP, and yeah, that's how you can get XP. Get up to level 30 and you can come enchant. So also you can use the anvil, and you can take books and you can enchant the books over here, and then you can just get the enchantments that you want. Take the piece of armor that you want to put that enchantment on and put it on there, and yeah, you can just keep going and going and going until the enchant level is maxed out. But if you just don't have much books or anything like that, and you're just trying to get the right enchantment, you can take a grindstone and it will disenchant the book. So for example, if we put our book in there, enchanted the book, that was actually a pretty good book, but you can put it in there and it will remove the enchant from the book and give you a little bit of the XP back. So another thing I want to touch on is villager trading. Now, if you do happen to find a village, they are kind of rare, not really rare, but if you do happen to find one, you just want to try to gather up the villagers and give them a job. So you just want to make a little thing like this. I do recommend having it underground, not above ground, just so no zombies can get to them. Make sure you have the place lit up very well as well, so no zombies or anything will get to them. But you want to make sure that your villagers don't have a job. So if they're not just plain village, let's see if I can get a plain villager for just an example. Nope, all these villagers are getting jobs. But yeah, a plain, like, let's see if I can find a plain villager. Okay, so a plain villager looks like this, but just big, right? Just big. So once you get a plain villager, you want to give it a job, and how you give it a job is you put these are the villagers that the villager jobs I recommend getting. And how you give their jobs to them is you just want to put the desired job in front of them, and then they will eventually take the job, and make sure you have it to where they can't get out, because they will escape on you. And then once you've gave that villager the desired job, then you can start trading with them. So a lectern gives the villager the librarian job. Now you just want to get paper, which you make paper from sugarcane, and you want to just keep trading and trading with the villager until you get it leveled up, and you just keep going and keep going, and it will give you some pretty good enchanting books. And there's stuff like trading books for emeralds and stuff like that. And then yeah, there is also the armor villager. Whoa. And you can do stuff like coal for the emeralds, but once you get this leveled up, it will give you really good armor, like really good diamond armor, enchanted diamond armor, and it's really good. Now, there is one where it's the Fletcher villager, but I can't seem to find where it went, wherever it went. I'm pretty sure it gives you the trade of being able to trade sticks for emeralds, which is very, very good. And then there's the cartographer villager, which will give you, once you level it up, it will also give you the paper for emeralds trade. And once you level it up, it will give you maps to stuff like a woodland mansion and a monument. So yeah, that's pretty much a little guide on it real quick, to not go in depth, but to give you a little bit of a guide on how it works. Now we're doing pretty good. We got our armor, we got our ender pearls, we got our blaze rods, and we got our enchanted armor. And if you have been doing it, you got some potions and stuff like that. And now we can finally take our ender pearls and our blaze rods, and we can make them into eyes of enders. So, how you make eye of enders? You take ender pearls and oh, bro, this villager just straight up snatched my bed. Okay, how you make ender pearls? I mean, not ender pearls. How you make ender eyes is you take blaze rods and you turn them into blaze powder. I already showed you how to do that. And you combine the ender pearls and the blaze powder, and it gives you eyes of enders. So once you got your eyes of enders, I do recommend gathering up all you think you will need, because we will be going on a very long adventure. So grab whatever you want from your house. Grab your armor, grab a bed, grab some chest, grab food, lots of food. Grab anything you would need for the Ender Dragon fight, which I will be telling you what you would need for it once we actually get to the end. So to find the end, you want to throw bro, I already forgot what this called, the Ender Eyes, and it will shoot in a direction, and you want to follow that direction. And now, once in a while, they will break, so make sure to make a good amount of them. You would like to get a good amount of ender pearls, because they will end up breaking. And once they lead you to the see, like that it just broke. Once they lead you to the ender portal, they will start going down under the ground. So once it looks like it's backtracking, then just start digging down, not straight down. Try to make at least a staircase, and then you will eventually get to the ender portal. Okay, so you will know when you found it, because the ender pearls will start doing this. They will start going into the ground. Now, I ain't never seen this before, but this ender portal is actually under a village. I haven't ever seen that before. But now all you want to do is just stairway down, but since I'm in creative, I'm just gonna go all the way down. And we've landed in the library part of the fortress, or whatever it is. I forget what it's called. But this is good because you can get some books, and then there's usually some chest with some enchanted books and some paper and stuff like that. Now, all you want to do is you want to just explore. Try to mark off the areas you've already been, if you've already been there, and then yeah, just explore and explore and explore, and you will eventually come across the nether, the ender portal. Now, the end fortress, or whatever you want to call it, can have all kinds of different loot. It can have anywhere from bad loot like this to decent loot like this with an ender pearl and stuff. I'm pretty sure it can also have diamonds in it, so that's always great. Once you make it through that never-ending maze, you will finally come across the ender portal. Now, you need to watch out for these. Now, you can either, like, you put torches over it, or I'm pretty sure you could just break it. Now, these usually come equipped with ender eyes, or some ender eyes, not fully equipped, but anyways, you put your ender's eyes in there that you have, and boom, you have the thing. Now, you need to watch out for the things hitting you into lava, and dropping your ender eyes into lava. But now that we are here, what do we need to actually kill the ender dragon? Okay, we're getting ready to go in. What do you need? First, a bed, set your spawn. Next, diamond armor. It can be regular diamond armor, it can be enchanted diamond armor. Doesn't really matter, as long as you at least have diamond armor. It can be, people's done it with no armor, people's done it with iron armor. You know, you can really do it with anything, but I'd recommend at least diamond armor. A shield, arrows, a good amount of arrows, a bow, pickaxe, sword. Now, you can either use scaffolding or you can use blocks. I personally recommend scaffolding. How you get scaffolding? Go out, just do it. Like, go out and look for a jungle. All you gotta do is literally just walk. Look for a jungle, find the bamboo. Bamboo is usually, like, you can't miss bamboo. Craft it with string and bamboo. And yeah, you got scaffolding. Or blocks, doesn't really matter if you don't feel like finding a jungle. Water, and a good amount of food. You can use steak. I do recommend golden apples, at least a couple, but steak is fine. And then yeah, you can go in. Now we are in with the ender dragon, and as soon as you get in, you will spawn on this little platform, and basically you just want to bridge over to the platform. And then once you get over to the platform, yeah, try not to look any enderman in the eyes, but if you do happen to look enderman in the eyes, just walk over to one of these platforms and cover yourself up with like 2 blocks or something, and they won't be able to get to you, and you can literally just sit there and farm them. Now, on to actually fighting the ender dragon. Now, if you're good with the bow, you can just easily just try to break them with the arrows if you're good with the bow. But if you're not good with the bow, then you can build up to them, but I do recommend trying to hit your shots with the bow. Now, the ones in the cage. If you did bring scaffolding, then good. But there's a couple things you want to watch out for. 1, the ender dragon knocking you off. 2, his throw up. And yeah. Now, after that, make sure you have some water down at the bottom to land in, just in case you do get knocked off. And just, if you did use scaffolding, all you literally got to do is sit here and tap it until it gets to the top. And once it gets to the top, all you literally got to do is just go in, get in it, and go up. If the ender dragon does end up knocking you off, land in the water or land back in the scaffolding. If you land in the scaffolding, then you won't take any damage. Just make sure you're crouching. Now, once you're up here, let me place a couple more down. Can I place a couple more down? Oh, wait, okay. So, we did manage to get right under it, but that's fine. All you got to do is just break it. Once you break it, try to put an arrow in it, and then go down. Once you put an arrow in all of them, and done that same technique, then the ender dragon can no longer heal, and then you can start fighting it. Now, when the ender dragon is flying, I would try to hit it with arrows. You do not want to use all your arrows, because you will need you can use all of them, but I mean, it would be nice to have some arrows. Like, okay, I don't, like, I'm a bit confused now. Just shoot the ender dragon when he's flying, and you know, try to break all of the things. Now, when the ender dragon perches, he will not be able. You will not be able to shoot him with the with arrows. So you basically just want to get under here, and you want to hit him. When he lands, just get under here and hit him in the thing. Now try to back up if he does throw up, because he will mess you up when you throw up. And then yeah, you can just sit here and beat him up. Now once you finally take your final shot on the ender dragon, he will go up in this cool little animation where he just disintegrates, and he will drop a ton of XP. You will get like 60 or 70 levels. Like it's a crazy amount of XP. But now, you think we're done? We're nowhere near it. Now, if you do not have an ender pearl, kill an enderman, get you an ender pearl, and once you get you an ender pearl, then we can go in to the end city. Now, if you look around, you'll see that one of these little things right here have spawned. Now, what you want to do is you want to build up to it and make sure you throw it in the thing, or it will actually accidentally teleport you somewhere else. But now we are finally in the end city. Now, make sure you look no enderman in the eye, and you just want to explore. So just walk around. If you come to any places where you have to bridge, then bridge across, and then just keep looking around, and then you will finally find the end city. Now, after a little bit of searching, you will eventually find an end city with the boat. Now, to get to the boat, you could just try to fly over there with a shulker hitting you. I do not recommend that. That is too risky. You could try to end a pearl over there. Then again, do not recommend that. Too risky. I recommend trying to bridge over there. If you do get hit with the thing, then try to fly over there anyways, because it's just really risky trying to get over here either way you go. But when you do end up getting over here, you want to go down here. There will be some potions in here, usually regeneration or instant health and stuff like that. And then once you get in here, there will be the final shulker, and you just want to make your way over to it and kill it. And once you've killed it, you can look in these boxes. There's some pretty decent loot that are usually in them. If you see one with Curse of Binding, do not put that on, because you will not be able to take it off. Is it even if you die? I'm pretty sure it's even if you die, or it's only if you die you can take it off. It's something like that. But now we have finally made it, and we can finally take our elytra. Now that you got our elytra, the elytra basically just works by you double tapping the jump button. So whatever you play on it, just double tap the jump button and you will begin flying. Now, it does have a pretty bad durability, so I do recommend trying to get mending. You can get mending from something like the Librarian Villager, and you can also get mending by just enchanting, but it is pretty rare either way you go. So yeah, we now got our elytra. And also for elytras, I recommend making fireworks, because it will help you go a lot faster. But we got our elytra, and you're thinking like, well, the game's over, isn't it? No, it is not. Yeah, so the game is not over. But we will unfortunately not be doing any else of what the game is, because we've already defeated the game, which was the point of the video. But I will tell you what there is. First off, there's defeating the Wither. And how you go about that is you want to go to the nether and go to the nether fortress, and you remember the Wither skeletons? You got to kill them. A lot of them. It's a very rare chance, but luckily you can get an enchantment on your sword, which is lucky. It was lucky something. I just completely went blank. But basically, what it does is it makes you lucky, and you have a better chance of getting a wither skull. Now you need 3 of them. You also need soul sand, and basically what you do is you make a little. You go up to one on the other side and one on the other side, and you put the heads across, and it spawns the wither. Now I recommend doing this in a plains biome, where there ain't many trees, because basically what you want to do is you just want to keep shooting the wither with bows and with arrows, and then once it gets down to around half health, then it will go into a mode to where you have to hit it with a sword, and arrows no longer work, and it will start charging at you and stuff like that. And then yeah, you just have to hit it with your sword, dodge the things, don't let it run away if you're low. Simple as that. Just kill it, wither, done. Stuff like the woodland mansion, going into the woodland mansion, you just have to, bring good armor, set your spawn point there just in case you die like we did here, and kill the magic guys, and watch out for some of them. The ones with the axes hit very hard, that even in diamond armor, so watch out for them, and you can get totems of undying. So what they do is they make it to where if you die, they will resurrect you, but once you got resurrected by that totem, it's gone. You can have multiple totems, but yeah. And then there's a raid. Now a raid is you do a raid by just exploring, and you will find like this little pillager outpost, and there will be like these pillagers out there, and basically you kill their captain. He's the one with the banner on their head, and once you kill the captain, you will get a bad omen, and then once you go into a village, you will start a raid. Now I recommend making a little like a tower thing to where you can just sit up there and hit them with the bow, and you can also get totems of undying for that, and you also get a thing called hero of the village, which will make it to where you get discounts when you're trading with villagers. Also, there's a thing called an ancient city, and when you go there, you want to be as quiet as possible, crouching and stuff like that, because if you make too much noise, then you will set these little things off, and it will summon a warden. And a warden is very scary. It has a lot of health. I think it's like 500 hit points or something like that, and yeah, it can one-shot you and stuff like that. I recommend going at least 20 blocks up, because once you're 20 blocks up, it will not be able to hit you with its sonic blast thing, and you can just sit there and ping it with arrows. But if you're not trying to summon the warden and you're just trying to loot, then you can take wool and you can cover the little things up, and it won't summon the warden. And yeah, that's about it for what I can think of. I hope you guys enjoyed this long video, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.